If you're still typing your coding prompts, you're leaving performance on the table. You're prompting Cursor over 100 times a day, but typing detailed context takes forever. So you send lazy prompts and you get mediocre results. I've been there and it's not fun. Let me show you how I changed my entire dev workflow. I use Whisperflow to dictate full prompts with complete context. I describe what I need in plain English and Flow formats it with proper casing, file paths, and function names. Everything I know you hate typing. Instead of typing out file names, I can just reference them by voice. Watch this. Fix the authentication bug in Auth.
I said when I be ready to come home from the club, what you be saying?
Oh, when I be leaving the club. You
Chad, how we doing?
Damn, baby, I miss you. Wishing I could've kissed your thought. Love hit different, passionate from the trenches. I've been thinking about our future. Tell me, am I tripping? It's the drawers I'm taking or the cup that I'm sipping. Who won't war with us? Never been no victim. Only what we lost was to the system. Free all my brothers. Girl, you're fine as hell and your skin soft as butter. I tell my bro I love you in your eyes. They saying that two roads don't make it right, so I'll be going home.
Let's go, Chad. How we
Be the
doing?
one that you trust. I just wanna be the one I won't judge. The one that you call when you need some love. The one that you call when you need me to play.
I just escaped.
Chad. Okay, we got some we can react to today. Today we're gonna react to something nice, Chad. We're gonna do our best to make it the best reaction. And yeah, man. Welcome to the stream. First of all, God bless y'all. God be with y'all, and yeah, be cool, man. Y'all be cool out there. Y'all be chilling. Y'all be doing your thing. Follow your dreams. I just got out of a nice workout. running outside, man. That was really nice. It gives me energy. Oh, it gives me energy. I need some water. I might need some water now to hydrate. But let me finish my sentence. It gives me energy, and I'm happy I did that. Tomorrow we gonna keep working out, Chad. We're gonna keep working out, doing our thing, and make it nice. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see to bring more energy to the channel, so our streams can be better. We've been streaming every day for I don't know how many days straight now. It could be it's close to 90 days. Close to 90 days we've been streaming straight. So shout out to myself for that. Shout out to God for giving me the consistency to keep going, man. Let's see how long we can keep this up. I think we can keep this up a long time. We oh but oh we got well, how many days? Five 26 days left of this year. 26 days. So it's really something that we gotta enjoy, man. We gotta enjoy. I'm spending time with family. I'm making sure that everything is alright. I'm making sure my family's alright. Yeah. Shout out to y'all, man. We're gonna keep our options free, and I just wanna say I happy at this point. But God bless y'all. Let's hop into this reaction. And chat and chat. Yeah. So we're watching a homestead video. This is the first episode. We've already watched a few, but this is really what you gotta watch. The first one, because I skipped a lot of steps. So let's see how this episode is. I always like to watch stuff from the beginning, even the streamers. I'll watch them from the beginning, especially that's why one of the reasons why I'm streaming on YouTube is because um I'm I'm putting in that, well, how do you say, I'm putting in that work, like I'm putting in that work. I'm putting in that work, and people can see my work as the years go by. They can see how much I've been working, how much work I've been putting in when I started, how the grind was going. We've been streaming every day now for almost 90 days straight. We're gonna keep it going, reach that 100 days. It's been, I think it was, uh, I don't know, but it was beginning of September, so it's almost 90 days. Um, yeah, but I love streaming on YouTube just to keep the catalog and people can see what I'm doing.
Escaped from the big city of Toronto to move on to 40 acres of Canadian wilderness. I am a big city human, but I've always had a dream to build an off-grid homestead with multiple cabins built from the timber on the land. You know, part of the dream is to get married, have 10 children or 5, and raise an Irish wolfhound, my favorite dog. After my first 2 days here, I'm starting to realize that I may have made a huge mistake. It's super late in the season to be building in the wilderness. Winter is coming. This area of central Ontario, a province in Canada, is very unique. 1,000-foot-high ridgelines, deep valleys, rivers and waterfalls everywhere. Its climate is cold enough to keep away most humans and civilization, yet warm enough to have the hardwood tree species I love, like maple and oak, alongside the great pine and spruce trees. It is the highest black bear concentration of the whole province. There are gray wolves, mountain lions, lynx, wolverine, and tons of moose. There are even smatterings of white-tailed deer and wild turkey, where they are at the very northern limit of their ranges. My main skill in life so far has been speaking Mandarin Chinese.
司机的这份工作搬到好莱坞，他拍的第一部电影是一个非常低成本的一部电影。
I was the host of a nationally broadcast talk show in China. I also was an
War Thunder es el juego histórico de acción en línea que te da acceso a los legendarios vehículos del siglo XX.
mentally and spiritually. I bought this 40 acres to test this hypothesis. I will live here at least 1 year. I bought this satisfying, although less comfortable than the big city, will be more satisfying and healthy physically, mentally, and spiritually. I bought this 40 acres to test this hypothesis. I will live here at least 1 year. I had a good life in Toronto recently, working with brands back in China over the internet. But a good life is the mortal enemy of a great life. Here's to risking leaving a good life in the pursuit of a great one. In this episode, I will...
Wow. Here's to leaving... What did he say?
Here's to risking leaving a good...
Here's to risking leaving a good life for a great life. A good life is the mortal enemy of a great life. Wow.
Life in the pursuit of a great one. In this episode, I will break camp, carve out the build site, and build the foundation for my first log cabin. There's no time to waste. If the ground freezes, digging my foundation will be impossible, and I may have to go back to Toronto in defeat.
I can tell you he did not go in defeat because I already seen the future. But I want to say this is also one of my dreams one day to own a piece of land in a cold place, surrounded by trees, a river nearby, and just to live off the land and build a cabin and do those kind of things because it is more satisfying spiritually. That is the best part I can say. Mentally also and physically it is gonna be satisfying, but the biggest thing is for me spiritually it being satisfying because of my past, because of my ancestors back in Suriname, where they are from and how they lived. So it's in my blood to one day reunite. It's like a moment going full circle, but this time I'm just in a better position in life and making a better improvements and build upon what my ancestors already did. So the knowledge is already in my DNA, chat.
Let's get after it. This is going to be so much work. I got to cut about 250 meters back to where there's a meadow, an open meadow in the middle of the property. And it's pretty thick brush like this. This is so much better than working at a computer in Excel. I can tell you that.
This is the concrete mixer. You can see for all the concrete mixer, we have a small control panel.
Problem number one, the chainsaw. I was cutting these small branches off of a tree, and they're all at different angles. and the chain just skipped right off the bar. And I put it back on, but there's something jammed in there, so I don't have time. The sun is setting. I'm just gonna use my axe and then my saw that is in my backpack over there to try to bushwhack through the rest of this to get back to the meadow that's at the center of the property. Oh shit. Holy, somebody's dog, like a lab with a collar, ran over. He was very friendly, and now he's yelping, and something is chasing him in that direction. I should have my best around me, man. That dog that came up, tearing through the woods back over there. The dog I heard went down the bank towards the river. It found something, and that thing chased it all the way back up here, and it just took off. So I had a bear come up to me on my tent the first night I slept on this property, scared the shit out of me. Up the river valley, there were wolves howling at dusk the first night I camped on this property. And then neighbors have reported seeing wolverines and mountain lions. So we got the full Ontario, Canada quadfecta of predatory animals out here. This is the dog. Hey, buddy. Hey, he survived. He survived. Holy shit. Dude, I thought you were dead. I thought you were a goner. Where's your owner, buddy? Where's your owner? Huh? Where's your owner? I thought this dog was a goner. Honestly, the way he was getting chased through the bush and just like there was something right on his tail. I definitely need to pick up my Irish Wolfhound ASAP. Whose dog is this? Where is your home? You can't sleep here, buddy. It's a full house. Happy to be here, sitting in my meadow in the middle of my 40 acres. I can hear the river in the distance. Day one. The dog found his way underneath the corner of one of the tent, and he's now curled up right at my head. What are you doing? What are you doing? No. You can't sleep here, dude. What are you doing? Whose dog is this? Whose dog is this? He's getting in my fucking sleeping bag. What are you doing? Jesus, how am I going to sleep? So poor buddy here is, he's shivering. What is this dog doing? Oh my God. Dude, this guy is getting crazy. Maybe I don't need to buy a dog. Maybe I just
Whoops. This is your brain when you're struggling to focus. And this is your brain when you're in the zone. Day 2 begins. So we got a little dusting of snow here. This is why it's a race against time, because once it gets really cold and the ground starts to freeze, the frost sets in, then it's extremely difficult, if not impossible, to be digging. If I need to do any digging, which I probably will for the foundation. So once I get the digging done for the foundation and the foundation is in, whatever that foundation may be, then my hypothesis is that no matter how cold or snowy it gets, Mother Nature will not be able to stop the process of the wild homestead build. So titanium, ultralight stove, large. There was a lot of condensation building up on the inside of the tent last night, so I'm going to put up this tent liner. Base camp. Voila. Look at that ridge line. 500-foot ridge line, river at the base on this property. Oh my good Lord. Toasty. This thing is kicking so much heat. I am boiling. This is like steaming. I'm going to have to open up the tent. This is how hot this thing is. Wolf milk. Romulus Remus, raised by the mother she-wolf. This is how Rome was built. This is how we will build the wild homestead. Next step, you see this blue flagging tape. You know, if you can see the next one on, but this whole path in here, this is about maybe 300 meters. I guess that's like 3 football fields out to where the little pad where I'm parking my car. And it's an absolute clusterfuck. I need to chainsaw and clear this out so that I can easily get my jet sled, which is the sled that I pull stuff in on, so I can get any material I need from the road back here. And then also I'm getting lost all the time. Like in the middle of the night, I'm getting lost in the woods and I can't find my way back. So I got to take the time now to chainsaw the heck out of this. And of course, I need to dig the build site. That's critical, but I think this is step number 1.
Cool there.
Oh. We have the morning coffee ground. This is my first time making cowboy coffee. Just put the grounds right at the top. So we'll see how it goes. So we switched to more brutalist, less elegant methods to boil the coffee. It just wasn't boiling very fast on here. You know, you think sometimes with social media, you're like, oh, it'd be much cooler if it's, you know, you're boiling it on top of the hot stove. It's just not quite hot enough for whatever reason. But hey, man, I find out here sometimes you got to do what's practical, not necessarily what's going to look best for the interwebs and YouTube. So here we go. Well, that was an absolute fucking disaster. The things are boiling out of the top, out of the hole, coming out of all orifices. Put out the flame. The gas was still going. Had to turn it off so the frickin' fire didn't explode this. Jesus Lord. It's not bad. It's pretty weak. I don't think I put in enough grounds. Yeah, what's the ratio of grounds to water on cowboy coffee? Please let me know. Still, good enough. Better than a cold slap in the face. The trail is completed, as you can see. That took a hell of a lot of muscle power to do that chainsawing, hacking, sawing. The next step, now that I've got a clear shot back here, is to choose my cabin location. I want to be looking onto that bluff. Over there is the river. Beyond those trees, it drops down and kind of a big ledge. So I want to get close to the ledge. And then if I take out even 2 trees there, I should have an amazing view, maybe of the river, definitely of the bluff.
Here's how developers at Perplexity and NVIDIA are prompting AI 10 times faster. You're prompting Cursor over 100 times.
Oh, some water, Chad, some water.
So this is, I think, is the build spot, just at the base of this meadow here, looking that way up on the cliffside. I think where I'm going to build the main cabin, the main house, is down at the end of this peninsula here. I'm going to show you the view. You can see this. It pops out right here, and voila, here's the river itself. It flows down. You can see the rapids over there, and then the river bends around, and it flows up that way. If I knock out those spruce trees right there, I should have the view up the river as well, which I think will be very glorious. So this is going to be one hell of a view, and it's going to be from up here. This is going to be the key build site for the main home, but I don't have enough time to do that this year. Let the site clearance begin. Look at these bad boys. Can you see these? Jesus, man. I think these are hawthorn bushes. This would absolutely take your eye out if you walk straight into that. Maybe I can lay these as like booby traps on the property to take out trespassers, if there are any. First time getting my chainsaw, what is this called? Chain back on the bar. Let's see if I did it right. I just had a bit of an epiphany. So you see this box here. This is not 12 by 12. This is 16 wide and 12 deep. Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, if I'm doing 12 by 12, why not just do 12 by 16? Dick Proenneke, the classic Dick Proenneke cabin was 12 by 16. Also, Kyle's cabin, famous YouTuber from Minnesota who I followed for a long time. His wilderness cabin was also 12 by 16. 12 by 16 gives you a little bit more room. And if I want to attract a beautiful lady to live with me before I construct my larger abode for a family, it'd be a lot easier convincing a beautiful lady to come onto my homestead if it's 12 by 16 rather than 12 by 12. Am I not correct? So, it's going to make it more difficult, got to peel more logs, but I feel like this could be actually really good. 12 by 16. Now I'm going to measure the diagonals, the 2 diagonals, and if they're equal, it means it's square. So here we go, moment of truth. Not good. One diagonal is 633, the other one's 595.
What a flippin' miracle. It's square. 605 centimeters by 605 centimeters. That's 6 meters and 5 centimeters. Perfectly square. Look at the view back there between those two trees to the ridge line. And orienting it the long way this way, 16 feet and then 12 feet deep, I can have the door, I think, on this side, big window looking up the meadow, and then big window, of course, looking over the ridgeline and the river that way. So that's pretty epic. Check this thing out. Doesn't this look like a medieval weapon? I could see this being used like in the 100 Years' War between England and France or something. Very sharp blade. It's for basically hacking out these small bushes and reeds and small trees. You can't cut with a chainsaw because it'll tip the chainsaw chain off the blade. I've been figuring out that firsthand. So this is it's a brunt force tool, and it's not perfect. You gotta whack a lot of times and hard, but it's the most effective tool. One of my neighbors gave this to me. I feel like I'm ready to bash some skulls in the medieval times or clear my sight.
Trying to stay alive.
I cannot tell you, I don't feel 100% calm because I got to get the foundation dug and the gravel in and the stones in. Once that's in, I just know no matter what, I'm going to be able to finish this as long as I don't get injured before the real big snows come. So that's huge. So the real, the moment of truth is tomorrow is the soil frozen or not? Well, I was not expecting that. Look at this. How the hell am I supposed to dig in dirt? How am I supposed to clear the site? Moment of truth. Is the ground frozen or not? Hooey! Hot damn Vietnam! Excellent news, ladies and gentlemen. The ground is not frozen. Holy Lord. The other thing is you can see that kind of lighter colored dirt there. I'm going down about, I don't know how big this blade is, maybe 10 inches or 12 inches. And only about 5 or 6 inches down, I'm hitting into sand. That's sand. That's kind of like the mineral soil that I'm looking for. So I need to even out this entire spot here. But I don't even need to dig down very deep. I don't need to dig down very deep at all to get to that sand, that mineral soil. So it's going to be possible. We got to get this dug, though, as soon as humanly possible because I have no idea when this is going to freeze up. So I'm just going to be digging like mad. I know, I'm gonna have to sharpen that. My neighbor helping me bring in these concrete pier pads. You know, it's almost 400 meters back to the build site. So thank God for that.
Right. So this is perfect for packing underneath your foundation stones. Because with this mixture of sand and the rock, it drains well, but it also is really good at packing. Going forward, once you have your roof and you're in there and you're like, I'm kind of tired of an earthen floor, you can at any point put in a wooden floor system of some sort.
Right.
You're going to measure down to hit gravel from your line. Here, 4 inches of gravel starts your base height, which will be about 6 1/4 inches on your measuring tape. You then want to match that. Here at 6 1/4 inches is basically where you're going to want to have your gravel up, which I was thinking it was going to be close to the height of your level ground here, which is fine.
Nice.
Happy with that?
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Go.
Long johns were wet, and I'm like,
yeah, oh no. It's down multiple layers.
I don't know.
It works well.
my 500-pound ex-girlfriend would have been perfect.
You just put her on vibrate mode.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not what the fuck I'm talking about.
We'll go. Yeah. You're solid now, buddy.
Dude, first
Solid
stone.
now.
First stone, my friend.
First stone.
Thank you.
First
Thank
of
you,
many.
sir. Yes.
Many stones.
Longest girlfriend in China was a Russian girl, and
Okay.
yeah, just like I would never marry her because she's just like, oh, $20 million man.
Yeah. Is that math correct?
Test firing the shotgun. Haven't fired this puppy in more than a year. So just making sure that it works.
El épico juego de acción militar online War Thunder es un campo de batalla en el que las explosiones hacen temblar el suelo. Los motores.
Hopefully she's gonna fit. Might gotta take down that guy. First, clear the site. Look at that. What an upgrade. Look at the height difference. What an absolute beast. What an absolute beast of a tent. And look at that view. Oh, praise the gods. Beautiful. Now I just need to wait a few days to get the hot stove for this thing. But being able to get up on a cot inside here, off the ground, oh my God, because in that thing, when it was getting wet or snow filled, the two ends were touching down, one on my head, one on the foot of my sleeping bag, and the sleeping bag, the top and the bottom, were getting soaked. And then not only was I getting cold because, you know, the feathers in the down inside of a sleeping bag, once they get wet, they get compacted and all those little air pockets disappear and its insulative properties go to zero. So thank God, because that thing, I'm 6'3", that thing's just not big enough. It's just not freaking big enough. So can't wait to get the stove in this. Hell yeah, man. I'll be able to rest better, recuperate better, and just work harder.
First morning, waking up in the new tent. No hot stove, but oh my God, sleeping on a cot. Cannot tell you what an amazing difference sleeping on a fucking cot. Oh my God. Oh, the room.
Nice.
I should check if this is still. That's 11 inches, so we're good to put a block there. 237.
237 inches?
243.
So it's not far off.
Yeah, what did I say? 230.
237 and 243.
So I'm just trying to think of how.
Shift both of these to the left.
240.
Oh, 240 was the midpoint last time. The sun. Oh, shit.
Sun will align us on 240.
No way. Woo! Hip to be square, baby. Huey Lewis in the news.
Because there's a lot of dude, city girls who are like, sweet. Yeah, smooth out. I won't crush you. Well, at least that's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the pool is actually, because what you have here is quite a big asset. Because, dude, nobody can afford a home in the city. In Toronto, dude?
I don't blame them.
The average home is $1.1 million.
1.1 million average. Just hated it. I was like, Dad, but didn't you know in the ancient Egyptians? Just set that and reach around. Three build up naturally in the fish because of what it is.
Oh, mother.
I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I spent some time training.
Look at that, man. 4 pads in. 4 pads on concrete. My buddy coming over helping me with the to do the leveling because it's the first time I've done it. Make sure that I'm doing it right, doing it together, and that was a huge help. Also using his ATV to pull all this material back here. The concrete pier pads and the gravel saved me so much time. And now we're gonna do another one in the middle of each span, another concrete pier pad with gravel. So it might take a day or two to get more gravel lined up, but I'm feeling pretty damn good. I can actually see that this thing is coming together. I got to excavate all the rest of the dirt in the middle, bring it down to the mineral soil, which is the sand, and then this site's prepped, baby.
Imagine conducting every part of your research only on one platform. Meet Boreum.
Oh no! Oh, this is good. This is good. This is good, chat. This is good. Chat, we'll be back tomorrow with another episode. We'll be back tomorrow to finish this episode and do more stuff. But today, I'm gonna go take a shower. I have somewhere I gotta go. And I gotta clean something up here inside, so I'm gonna clean that up and finish the night. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be back.